Carter outside.
For the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside.
Last season in the trade with the Celtics, and his teammate Mike Conley has put it, Courtney was a huge defensively. Kevin?
He's been a great fit as a two-way player on the perimeter too, Doris. Thanks. Gasol, it's good. And Holiday kicks to Pondexter. Feeds it to Jackson. And the three ball is good. Jackson's got 12. And here in outside Conley. And it's Carter penetrating. Asik pulls it in.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. The feed to Jackson. Pulls up on the wing. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. And Udrih kicks to Conley. Here's Udrih, guarded by Jackson. That's good from Udrih on the assist by Conley.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 14. Pass to Pondexter. Conley against Holiday. Lock at 6. Here's Asik. Can't get it to go. Good D by Gasol. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Conley gets the bucket.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Here's Holiday. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yeah, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jens has checked in. Jeff Green, he's got 9. Gasol setting the pick for Green. The shot will not go. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
They found themselves up against a hot team that night, Kevin, and they just didn't have the manpower defensively to shut them down.
You know, guys, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed us. They never strung together any stops like they needed to.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Gasol.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Davis. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And Udrih kicks to Conley. Outside, Green. The fadeaway. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Again, the miss by Jackson.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually. It's like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Here's Conley. Shot no good. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half.
Thank everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Well, I think that the Grizzlies need to change their strategy against Jackson.
He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Udrih. Marc Gasol is out there with John Lewis. And it's Green, and it's Conley in at the 1. Now here is Holiday. Jackson drives in. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 16 points for Boss.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Pass to Pondexter. Shoots the 3. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got his 4th rebound in this one. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Gasol, and there's the rejection.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Outside for Jackson. Right side Jackson. They get it again.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup lines.
Stolen by Holiday. Jackson against Conley. Jackson drives in, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Pelicans have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
But you take a look at the numbers, guys. They're shooting 74% on the season.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
The main thing there was that he got them a 2-possession lead despite the 1 miss.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Green. Second shot opportunity. Stokes can't get it to go.
That's 5 shots without a conversion. A very tough start coming out of the half.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update.
Stop settling for 3.
Memphis, Coach Dave.
Get up. You're going in.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Holiday. Outside Gordon. Now the dish to Pondexter. And again, New Orleans has no up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
Jackson in at shooting guard. Quincy Pondexter out there with Davis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Ajinça in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job embodying up his man.
And it's Conley penetrating. Good. Conley's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Conley dishes to Udrih. He feeds it to Gasol. The jump hook, that's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time. Udrih has got 4 assists in the game. There's the pass to Jackson. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got 20 points.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Memphis leading by 3. Conley kicks to Gasol. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Jackson passes to Holiday. Outside Jackson. And they double up Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Lure's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Conley with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Green kicks to Gasol. He dishes it to Udrih. Holiday against Conley. Drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lining it up from behind the arc this half.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Koufos is checked in. Holiday dishes to Jackson. Buries it from three-point range. Jackson's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Conley kicks to Green. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And that one's good.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Dishes it to Pondexter. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Conley with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Conley kicks to Koufos. Book it. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Memphis leading by 9. He kicks to Udrih. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Can they get it? And he gets the bucket. 25 points for Boss. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And it's Conley penetrating. 1:33 left in the fourth. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Holiday. And stolen by Udrih. Kicks it to Conley. Jackson comes over with the double. Green with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Udrih the pass to Koufos. And he banks in the layup. Koufos has got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
The clock ticks down, and this is going to be a solid victory here for the Grizzlies.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. Found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
They will walk out of here riding high today. Big win over a conference foe that they split their previous 2 meetings with.
Yo, what was going on tonight? I'm running free all over the court, and you didn't give me the rock.
What are you
Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right. Make it feel good, make it feel alright. One time, feel good, yeah, y'all. Bust the rhymes in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel real good, y'all. Flip Moses squad in the place, y'all. Buck wild to all of my who don't care. Lost like a bunch of young black millionaires. Making you run, me and my stacking my ones. Lost a little, invest up in the mutual fund. Blowing.
All right, listen up, guys. Coach wanted me to go over some more points of emphasis. Today it's going to be getting shooters open on offense and giving up nothing inside on defense. So let's jump right in, shall we? From time to time, we may decide the situation is right to really focus on getting our shooters open for high percentage looks. We have some excellent marksmen on this team, and giving them the best shot opportunities will give us a better chance at winning games. Now let's take a look at some film, and we can get a little more in depth on how we can get our shooters open for shots. On this one, the shooter uses a really solid screen to perfection. Gets a nice quality open shot. Moving on, let's take a look at another item on Coach's list. Nothing inside. Coach really doesn't like giving up easy baskets down low. When we run up against teams who are good at scoring inside, he's probably going to ask you guys to take that away from our opponent. And when he does, we'll need to make it a point to not give up easy buckets in the paint. Here's a nice look at proper rotation and a nice... That should have you guys fully up to speed on what to do when Coach calls for any of these points of emphasis. Let's head out, and we'll be back at it tomorrow for practice.
No doubt. We good, Coach.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. Look at Milwaukee. They're in 9th place in the Eastern Conference, still in the playoff picture, but they could use some wins.
Well, Kevin, it's the last time they'll see these guys this year. Remember, they only play each other twice during the regular season. And after that loss in the first game, I would expect them to be very motivated here early on.
Yeah, you know, going winless against any team, you don't want that on your resume. No sirree. So I think that in itself will be motivation enough to try to change things up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks, Carter Williams is out there with Mayo. Then there's Jared Dudley. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Parker in at the 4. Now here's Carter Williams following the shot by Evans. Carter Williams dishes to Mayo. And here's Dudley for 3. The rebound by Withey. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Carter Williams kicks to Mayo. This one for three. Goes back up, and Davis sends it back. Outside Gordon. The pass to Evans. Back to Gordon. Evans outside. Here's Jackson. Rebound by Parker. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end. He doesn't need to fade away on that move. He can go straight up, make it an easier shot. Michael Carter-Williams with that rare height at the point guard spot. He's 6'6", long arms, and one thing you love about taller point guards, the ability to really survey the court, pass over the top of the defense.
Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Mayo, the dish now to Parker. The turnaround jumper, count it. Parker's got his second basket. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jackson kicks to Evans. Gordon goes in, blocked. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Dudley. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with a win.
And in winning that last game, guys, they drove the lane and attacked the basket very aggressively. It led to them drawing a lot of contact inside and causing some foul trouble for their opponent.
Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer. The second chance effort. Here's Carter-Williams. The 10-footer finds the target. And what Steve mentioned was a big reason they came out on top. Some of their opponents' most important players, it seemed, spent a good chunk of crunch time, Clark, on the bench.
And that really gave them an upper hand late, Kevin. I love the way they went right at them in that game, attacked them, and drew a bunch of fouls.
Now Carter-Williams after the missed 3 from Jackson. The kick out to Mayo. Parker with a clean look. No good. That would have tied it. Pelicans leading by 3. On the wing, Jackson. Carter-Williams covering. It's Jackson with the drive. Good. Jackson's got 5 points so far. There's 1:40 left to play in the first. So for the Pelicans, a Jensen's check. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Jackson in at 2 guard. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. Quincy Pondexter out there with Holiday. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Jackson. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Jackson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pelicans. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Plumlee sets the pick for Carter-Williams. To the inside, taken away by Holiday. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Jackson. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And he gets it to go. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Carter-Williams after the made shot from Jackson. Hansen sets a screen for Mayo. Shoots off the screen. Good.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
New Orleans in the lead. And Holiday kicks to Jackson. Back to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside Jackson. Jackson missing again.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Carter-Williams, the pass to Plumlee. Jackson comes over with the double. Dives for it. Taken away by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Takes it from 10. Again, the miss by Jackson.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Now here's Carter Williams. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Plumlee's got his first basket.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Holiday dishes to Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, for the Bucks' Giannis Antetokounmpo, basketball enabled him to lift his family from poverty in Greece, but his motivation goes beyond the financial. He said, "I'm addicted to this game. It's my life." And then added, "I don't want to be a pro. I want to be a great one." Kevin, he's on his way.
Tremendous potential, Doris. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. With he's checked in for Usher. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. The Bucks also changing it up. Pachulia, he's checked in for Henson. Parker comes in for Plumlee. And Dudley subbed in for Antetokounmpo. And here is Carter Williams. Following the three from Jackson. Here's Parker. That one rolling around and rims out.
He was right up tight on him on that attempt. Terrific D to throw off the shot.
And he did it without making too much contact and getting the officials' attention either. Zaza Pachulia signed last season to a 3-year contract by the Bucks. Some question the fit for a developing team with young talent in the front court, but he does give them that veteran experience and a little extra muscle inside.
Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Now here's Carter Williams, averaging 13 points a contest. Mayo, and that's for 2. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Pelicans trail by 5. Evans passes to Holiday. He feeds it to Jackson. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Here's Evans. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Some changes for New Orleans. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Bucks lead by 2. We'll see you after.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first.
Back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast.
It's been a good night for Jackson. 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Mayo, Jared Dudley out there with Parker. Then it's Michael Carter Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the center position. Carter Williams kicks to Parker, and the jumper is good. Parker's got the first field goal of the second half for the Bucks. Pelicans trail by 4. Pass to Gordon. Feeds it to Evans. Puts it up from 12. Bank shot. No good.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Carter Williams, a screen on Jackson. Passes to Carter Williams from beyond the arc, and it's good. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
No, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
That's good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Carter Williams sets a screen for Mayo. Dudley with a screen on Gordon. Jackson against Carter Williams. Dudley dishes to Carter Williams. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. Full 24-second shot clock. Here's Carter Williams. He has 7. That's good. Carter Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
And they double up Jackson. Dishes to Gordon. Evans outside. 11 feet away. That doesn't go either for Evans.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those and this lead will be double digits.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Lets it go from 11. And another basket for Milwaukee.
The turnaround jumper, that was a thing of beauty.
Pelicans trail by 8.
Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had lower self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys, and they often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on a basketball court.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. Some changes for New Orleans. Ashik comes in for Withy, and it's Holiday in for Eric Gordon. And then for Milwaukee, Plumlee is checked in for Pachulia. John Henson comes in for Parker, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for Jared Dudley. Antetokounmpo passes to Mayo. Plumlee sets the pick for Mayo. Shot clock at 3. Shoots. Off the left rim and out. And as humble as Jabari Parker seems off the court, Clark, he seems like one of those guys who flips a switch when he steps on the floor. Great motor, terrific hunger, real competitive.
Yeah, extremely competitive and confident and assertive. And with his talent, and you add those attributes, you've got a guy that looks like he could be a potential all-star someday.
Henson sets a screen for Carter Williams. Offline from the high post.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Here's Jackson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Carter Williams kicks to Mayo. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. 6 points for O.J. Mayo.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Jackson missing again.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. Pelicans trail by 8.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Carter Williams kicks to Plumlee, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive. 8 seconds left to play here in the third. And that's Evans penetrating. And again, no good by New Orleans. In a moment now as we take a look at the State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Jackson in at shooting guard. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Gordon. Then it's Jeff Withey, and it's Cole in at the 1 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. Jackson gets the bucket. Come right back with their own three-pointer.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though. Another long-range bomb for him. I'll tell you what, that three-point shot has been the key here, getting that lead down.
I agree with you. With so many of his points coming that way, no reason not to keep going to it.
Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second push. Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Evans comes in for Cole. The Bucks also with the sub. Parker's checked in for Ilyasova. Evans kicks to Jackson. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead early.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, big margin for them in the rebounding department. They've completely dominated the boards here.
It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Parker, and Davis sends it back. Kicks to Jackson. From deep. Again, the miss by Jackson.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Mayo, the pass to Carter Williams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
For the Pelicans, they've really struggled against Carter Williams.